Am I the only person that loves a video?
No, I'm just scared to do the video. I'm scared
Y'all
somebody
on,
might
Really?
see it.
y'all on
Yeah, I'm
live.
scared somebody else. Oh.
Y'all on
Whoops.
Save that for another show.
Right.
Mama told me some people show up like a storm, pretty for a minute, gone by the morning. But she never told me about endless boo, 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 boo. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time. Endless boo, 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 boo. Whole vibe slide. Endless boo, 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 boo. Don't waste mine. She walking smooth. Whole room lean sideways. Brown skin glow, hit hard in the light haze. No Tik Tok dance, that's motion she create. Everybody froze up soon as she rotate. There's no time, she don't wait round. If it ain't real, she'll shut it down. Pressure too clean, too fine to chase. Pretty face card with that move in the waist. And this there's no time. There's no time. Whole vibe slide. Don't waste mine. Ain't regular pretty. Nah, she different. Walk like that night got permission. Talk soft, but the energy loud. Head turn quick when she move through crowds. There's no time. There's no time. Endless boo, boo, boo. Whole room locked in. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, the vibe too dangerous. Endless boo. There's no time. Endless boo. There's no time.
Welcome, everyone.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, I see Prince. Y'all, welcome to Keeping It Real with the Endless, BKA EndlessBoo Talks. My name is EndlessBoo, aka Miss No Time. I'm sure you know that. We are being produced today by EndlessBoo, y'all. So look, y'all gotta bear with me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so we just gonna ride out with what we got, right? All right. We keep it real, we keep it funky, we keep it awesome over here, okay? And that's exactly what we're gonna do tonight, okay? First, I'm gonna introduce my panelists. At the top left corner, I have CP Lawyer. Hey, girl. And then at the end, I have Da Vinci.
What up? What up?
How you doing, Da Vinci?
Hey, girl.
And then we got fashionably late Prince CJ. And then we have my girl Georgia Peach, y'all. Hey, girl. And we finally have Rachel Fine. Here on Keeping It Real with Endless, y'all, we talk about stuff, we keep it real, we keep it raw, we keep it 100, okay? We talk about everything and anything in between. Pretty naughty stuff as well, okay? That's exactly what we're going to do today. Whether it's in my personal life, my professional life, or sitting on a panel, I stay true to who I am, y'all. And I'll never change my vision or my morals. This one is messing up. Change anything. Y'all give me 1 second. What is that noise? I don't know what that is. So let's start back over. Whether it's your personal life, your professional life, or I'm sitting in a panel, you got to stay true to who you are. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to work with it, okay? So tonight we're talking about bringing love back one day at a time, you guys. But you also got to be true to who you are and yourself, okay? Now, you in the comments, y'all sit back, relax, y'all get your drink on what you need to do, and just tune in, okay? Drop your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, all right? And let's get all into it. My purpose is simple, y'all. I'm bringing love back one day at a time. Not sure what that sound is, but we're going to go with it, okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't sugarcoat shit. I keep everything 100, y'all. I'm honest, I'm fair, I'm loyal. I believe that if you do right by people, your blessings will definitely come in. Y'all feel me? I refuse to
Right.
compromise my values, my standards, my morals, my vision, or my integrity just to fit in with anybody. No fake personalities, no fake love, okay? Tonight we're going to talk about something that affects every single one of us, right? So let's get into it, you guys, and let's get into the first topic, the first question of the night, okay? How much of yourself should you change for love, friendship, or success? And while y'all marinate on that, I'm going to work on the sound, okay? All right, so the question is, how much of yourself should you change for love, friendship, or success, y'all? Let's get into it.
Ladies.
Da Vinci, why don't you go ahead and go, baby?
I feel like
Because I like letting the girls go first.
I noticed that. I
I don't
noticed
feel
that.
like you should change completely, but I do feel like in certain situations and relationships, whether friendship or love, you do have to compromise along the way. So like you do have to change somewhat. You should still be you, but it's like when you're dealing with relationships and stuff, you have to compromise. Love is about compromising. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially if you're dating outside of your culture or maybe even just age. I mean, no two people grow up the same way, could have city, country, live in, whatever. I 100% agree. Like you have to be able to come to a good middle ground with certain things. Now there are values and stuff like that that you won't compromise on, right? But I 100% agree.
I do too. I think growth and change are healthy, but abandoning who you are is not. You know, you got to be who you are. You change behaviors and habits to help become a better version of yourself, but overall,
Mm.
I agree with that.
And as you get older, you evolve as well. Like I'm not the same person I was in my 20s or my 30s.
That part.
you're actually
You know?
never not evolving. You're always supposed
Agreed.
to want to be better. Like you always want to be
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, if you're comfortable where you're at, you're not growing. And if you're
Right.
uncomfortable, you're growing. I
Yeah.
agree.
mhm.
Definitely. You know how when sometimes when people say, like at a job, sometimes, right? Or like when they grade you on your performance, that kind of thing, they want you to grade usually 1 through 3, right? Or 1 through 5, right?
Mm.
5 is pretty much, you can't get no better than that, right? And 1 means you suck, basically, right? So when I grade myself, I'm very honest. If I feel like I'm the bomb, I'm gonna give my damn self a 5, right? But what I
Mm.
don't like is when you have a boss, employer, or whatever, they say to you, oh, I don't believe in giving 5s because I believe everybody can do well. My thing is, okay, that's true. But if
Right,
if
but
I'm a 5 job and I think I'm a 5, give me my motherfucking 5.
yeah,
Goddamn it.
don't be
Don't be,
stingy with it. Like nobody's perfect,
no,
obviously. Right?
it's like,
Those are the same people that are getting 5s as supervisors that aren't giving 5s.
in my
Yeah,
opinion, some supervisors shouldn't get no 5s because they don't know
I
half the
agree.
stuff that us peons know. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
us
agree.
people that are entry level or a level lower, half the people in those positions know more than your supervisor.
X.
Sometimes I be trying to figure out how the hell did the supervisor get the position? They don't know half as what I know. Like, what's going
I
on
Well,
there?
swear to
that's
God.
that's I mean, that's part of being in management, right? Being in management means that you're held responsible, right? And you are they don't want to know every little thing. They want to know best course of action that the company should take or that you should take. It's just level of responsibility. That's all it is. But I think we're getting off topic. But
Yeah, but it's fun. Love is in the employee place as well. When it comes to management and that kind of nature, I feel it all the time. I see it all the time. That's why, whatever position I'm in, I always want to be the best version of myself. And I treat everybody the same. I don't look at your title and say, hey, I'm going to treat this person like this because they're at a lower position. I don't do that. I treat everybody the same.
yeah,
Regardless.
you want to know what's a really good? I just thought about this, and I don't know why I didn't do it before, but when you're talking about the employer or employee relationship, and it's not necessarily like that in a relationship, you both are on the same level, but in a BDSM relationship, and I know some other people's on the panel can probably attest to this. When you're in a dynamic relationship, you should be checking in quarterly with your partner that you're with, right? And you're being honest with each other. These are the things that are going great. These are the things that we're not doing very well. Maybe, hey, Cece, I'd like a little more aftercare. Can we focus on that moving forward the next quarter or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to communicate open and honestly without any, I don't want to call it emotion, without being offensive. I think is really constructive criticism, right? Because I'm not the best. I don't proclaim to be the best, but I'm pretty fucking good. But I could always be better.
Some people can't take constructive criticism. They think you're trying to be rude, mean, or disrespectful. No,
I
sometimes
agree.
you
Yeah.
give people that because you care about them, you care about their performance, you care about them as a person. But some people can't take it. They think that you are a Miss Know-It-All. No, help, I don't know it all. I'm just trying to help your ass out. You
Yeah.
sit here and learn one, two, and it'll help you out. But some
Yeah.
people are so closed-minded. It's like some people are out to get the next person kind of thing, type shit. Like
They like to spotlight themselves, especially in that work environment.
they don't take constructive criticism very well at all.
Right. Right.
Like you're trying to be this big bad bally ass. No, I'm trying to help you, helper. I'm trying to help you. That's just Have you ever changed yourself to make someone else comfortable? Have y'all ever done that to make that next person comfortable?
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah,
last.
everybody done that.
Yeah.
It didn't
Everybody
last.
done that. You gotta understand. If a woman ain't comfortable with the man, she ain't gonna want the
Here
man.
we go with this woman shit again, Prince. Something else.
I tell you the truth. If a woman don't, it's like this. For the woman to be comfortable, that man gotta make her comfortable.
You always got to bring everything up about a woman. Bring something up about something else.
No,
I
about
listen.
you. What instance did you do that? Give
Have
us an
you
example of what you did to make a woman feel comfortable.
have you ever changed yourself to make someone else comfortable?
Oh yeah, I bought myself some brand new clothes. I bought me some shoes. I bought me everything. I try to flip the script, man. I try to be a proper dude. You know what I mean? Polo down, king. I want to
But
go buy clothes.
Polo down.
here's the thing, like everybody has changed themselves
Right.
in every one of those, in love, friendship, your job.
Okay. What
You
that is? What
change
that?
you change how you are, kind of. So like for a friendship, things that your friend might not like, you pretend to like, and you're like, oh well, I'll try that because my friend likes it. For your job, I'm going to put on the best professional Harvard voice and face that I can to get this position. And when it comes to love, you're going to pretend like you got it all together, even though even behind the scenes, you're falling apart, you're crumbling.
Hell
But
yeah.
but when you first meet someone and you're entertaining and you're getting to know each other, you're going to put on this persona that you got your shit together, that you're mentally okay, financially okay, and then the more comfortable you get, the more you kind of fall into your normalcy. And then they're like, oh, okay, so this is you. But we've all
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think.
Subconsciously, we've all done it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think my normal is different than your normal, or different than somebody
Not
else's.
Denzel.
Denzel's done it, honey. Everybody's done it.
Giselle, yeah.
Look, we seen Training Day. Let's come on now.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
a.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I have a very I'm very extroverted. Like I'm very.
Extroverted. I've heard of
Yeah,
introvert and very extroverted. Oh, okay, I got you now. I'm thinking.
yeah. Like I very much like I don't know a stranger. I don't know if you figured that out about me yet or not. But I will go up to anybody and talk to anybody, and I can pretty much do that. And I've had to tone that down sometimes
I can do that
around
when I'm
some people.
drunk.
We drunk.
That's
Girl, we do
It's
all kinds
really
of
bad when I'm drunk.
drunk.
Everybody's my friend when I'm drunk.
It's really bad when I'm drunk. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the comments. I see a comment that has come in, y'all. Okay, so let's say it's Adrian. Hey, Adrian. Adrian Cooper 2501. What's up, y'all? What's up, boo? How you doing, Adrian?
What up? Shit, Prince, my
What's up,
man.
Adrian?
Also, Adrian 2501. Prince, my man. Prince, every goddamn body man, honey. He is something else. He is something else. Thank you for tuning in. You see, I'm making a fool of myself, but I'm doing the best I can, baby. But thank you for tuning in, right? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Should a relationship change you? Should
For the
it?
better.
I think the
If
good
it's
the
ones
for
better,
the
do.
yeah.
better. If it's
All
for the
right.
better, yeah.
I mean, it should encourage you to become a stronger version of yourself.
Mm,
I say like that
yeah.
for a relationship to change somebody, you got to change your own self, man, for a relationship.
That's
You
how
don't
You
you
have
got
to
to.
feel.
change.
Then what you got to do, you got to leave. You got to change your whole category. You know what I mean?
I
If
don't
the
think
woman, if you're a man, if you're a man, you got to do what you got to do. You got to change your own category. You got to change that. You got to change the category, man. You got to change it. You gotta hide you. You gotta throw all the phone numbers away, all everything. You gotta get a new phone number. You gotta reset the tone because you with that woman. I ain't crazy as fuck. This goddamn, this goddamn.
Am I gonna change all my now? Yes, you can let some bitches go or some shit like that, but I'm not changing my phone number. I'm a businessman. People use my phone outside of that,
hey,
so I'm gonna change all that to get into a new relationship. No,
hey,
that's crazy.
No.
If you got
that's
certain
right.
people calling your phone that shouldn't be calling it, yes, you're gonna change that phone number.
You gonna change the
Get
Or
phone?
what? You gonna stop
block
them
them
people
numbers.
from calling your phone? It's a such thing as block. If
That
I'm gonna
If
part.
they
change,
That
you
part.
think about it. If I change my phone number, my
He got
doctor, I gotta give my
y'all
doctors a
TV
new
show.
number. I gotta give
Y'all the sister TV show. Go
people I
ahead.
do business with a new number. I gotta do like that's too much. When I can
and
just
you act,
delete the people who ain't doing nothing.
but
This is
they can
fat.
call you
Ain't
from
about nothing.
another number. Is if they got your number, they can call you from anybody's phone.
And get what? Hello, who it is? Oh yeah, bye. Click.
That number
That
will be
that easy.
changed.
That easy.
Oh,
Look at what you gotta change it for too many people.
Oh my
Think
I don't
about
god.
think
how
I
many
don't
people
think you
got
gotta
your number
change your
that you
phone
do
number.
business with or some type of
Yeah.
stuff like that.
yep.
Now you gotta reach out to all them people to tell them, oh, I got a new number.
I
You don't
think you have an
got
You have
individual
a point.
responsibility of establishing those new boundaries.
There you go.
Yeah.
But my thing is like I don't feel like you should have to change yourself for a relationship because you got to think about it. You and that person was drawn together because of what y'all liked about each other, right? So
right,
why
Right.
right.
try to
Yeah,
change
but
yourself?
this is in blue.
Now, if you being now, if you have whorish tendencies, you gonna have to change that. But other than that, no, I'm not changing me. I'm gonna be me all the way.
You have horse tendencies.
And you
You
supposed
have
to be
horse
you.
tendencies.
I have.
Change is only
Hey,
necessary when it's for the
Oh,
you
better.
don't
Like
got
you're
horse
supposed to
tendencies, sir.
always be you. But
You've
ain't
been
nothing
home.
wrong
I
with
done did
changing
my
for the
whole phase.
better.
You
I'm
been
over
home.
that.
So, see, let me tell y'all something. You
Hey,
should,
first off,
at
hey,
40 years
stop.
old,
Hey,
you
hey,
should
hey,
be over your horse
put your damn
tendencies.
seatbelt on.
hold on.
Ain't none
Prince,
of us got seatbelt on,
Prince,
man.
if you ain't got enough common sense to put your seatbelt on, then we not gonna entertain that. Put your
No.
seatbelt on.
Yeah,
How
my seatbelt on. It's on.
Oh my god.
who driving? Who
I'm driving
driving?
for 2 seconds.
Sir, who is driving?
Me.
He is.
Oh. Well, Prince, you said that your damn seatbelt on.
And Prince live by a whole nother rule. He don't think shit stink.
Prince live, I don't know who rules Prince live by. But
Hey,
anyway,
hey,
And
check
people
this
wonder
out.
why they die
Listen,
in car
listen.
accidents.
Let me tell you what I gotta say though. It's the whole tendency. See, if you ready to get back in your relationship, y'all.
Jewish tendency. Is that what you said?
No, I said it's the if a man want to be a hoe still, and y'all dating, and
A
he
What are we
want
hoe.
to be a
talking?
hoe.
Why are we even having this conversation?
It's
You already
okay
ended
No,
the
to be a
conversation.
no.
hoe.
Y'all
You
was talking
already
about the
ended it.
whole. Y'all was talking about the whole in Tennessee, and I was saying that when you turn, I was saying when you turn 40 years old, all the whole intensity should be gone in your lifetime. Cause you old as fuck. You
You
already
should,
had those
you
like.
Hold
should be
up.
gone before you turn
40
40 years
is not
old.
old as fuck.
What a minute, that's
Show
a
ain't.
fucking lie.
That
I'm
ain't
old.
old as fuck. We just getting
I'm
started for me.
shit. What the fuck, baby?
Prince,
I'm old. I'm old.
Prince,
Prince old.
Prince.
What?
I'm older than you, and I ain't old as fuck at
Old
all.
as fuck. I'm old as fuck.
Where
You hear
you
me? That's my new name. Old as fuck, cuz. Grown as that's at 40.
I ain't old, honey. I'm in my prime, and I'm older than your ass, and there is no way. Type shit.
Type shit, huh?
Mm. There is no fucking way.
Hey,
You think
hey, I win though. I win though, cause hey, I know what it is about that old woman. I can rock that old woman around, boy.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
you an old
Hey,
woman.
I'm good with that shit. Hey, y'all, hey, for the people in the questions, I'm good for that. If a man if dealing with a woman,
Hey,
he have to
everybody.
deal with her the right way.
Hey, Sandy.
What's
Y'all,
up? How you doing,
Hey.
Sandy?
welcome to the
Hey,
panel. Sandy B. Seeking, y'all. How you doing, Sandy?
what's up, Sandy?
I'm
Oh,
doing pretty
wee.
good. Hey,
Now
everybody.
listen, this is
Sandy,
y'all's first time meeting Sandy. So Prince, you need to hold it together, okay?
I'm holding it
Sandy,
together.
let me
I'm
ask you
gonna
this question,
I'm
Sandy.
gonna apologize for him in advance.
I'm not.
Okay, so Sandy, we need a little Jesus in our life, a little Lord sometimes.
I go to church. That's a business.
Hold up.
Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Church is
He
a business.
hold the fuck up
Prince,
talking about
hold up.
Jesus.
Hold up.
Man, you talking
Hold
about
up.
Jesus, white Jesus.
Prince, hold up. Sandy. So this is the question that I asked, right? So the topic is how much of yourself should you change for love, friendship, or success? But my question is, should a relationship change you?
I think that's a relative question. I think that anytime we have an experience with someone, that's gonna change us, right? It's gonna add to us, take away from us, something to compare to, allow us to have some introspective of ourselves, right? It's about what we
Mm.
do with the encounters that we have, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I note that my friend, my partner, my cousin, my coworker does a thing that I would like to do better, and I note that they do it, then yes, witnessing that could change me, right? But then,
Mm.
am I allowing something to impart itself upon me that one, I don't want, two, I don't like, three, doesn't benefit me? And
Mm.
so those are the questions that you have to begin to ask yourself. And will you allow that to happen, right? Because it's at the end of the day, you ever hear people be like, oh, I just be letting, they really know how to push my buttons. Well, these my
Mm.
buttons, boo. I keep them to myself,
I
right?
know that's
So,
Mm.
real.
and when I open myself up and become vulnerable and allow someone close enough to know where I hide my buttons, right? I have to take accountability for whether I took the time to get to know who I was talking to, who I was letting in close. Did I really inspect their fruit? Did I inspect the root of that fruit? Right?
Mm.
So,
This is true.
and then I have to take some kind of accountability. Of course, people should take accountability for how they're treating you too, and what they're trying to borrow from you, steal from you, and break into in the middle of the night, right?
Mm.
But at the same time, you have to take some accountability for your own choices
Absolutely.
or your own agency, I should say. I
Well
prefer.
said, Sandy.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's go to the comments. Thank you so much for that, Sandy. I had to write down inspect the root. That's a good little phrase. I like that. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
use
just saying, you know, a lot of rich, wealthy people that don't serve, right? That are not in service, not on the vine. That's a lot of fruit, right?
it.
I think it's Proverbs that says that God will store up the wealth of the wicked to give to us, right? So they got that's fruit that they're storing up. That looks like fruit to the regular world, to anybody else that's not checking that through some spiritual eyes.
They
So
need to. All right, Adrian, we see the laugh emojis. Honey, let me tell you, you're gonna be laughing all the way through because let me tell you something. Adrian Cooper 2501. I'm sure it's about Prince. Prince is the character. Bring everything up about a woman, or he bring up everything about them got them veneers in his mouth, right? His
Hold on,
life.
hold on. Hey,
Woman
hey,
is
I can tell you, I've been hurt, man. I've been bruised, I've been whooped, and I've been wet like a dog, and I've been all that good shit. I've been slapped,
Did you say
called
wet like a
call,
dog?
everything. I
That
wet
boy
dog,
said he been
call,
wet like a dog.
wet like a dog, man.
What is that?
Got the broom hit, got hit by the broom.
I ain't
Hey,
never heard that one.
Prince.
He been wet like a dog.
So
hey,
Prince, guess
hey, this is
guess
real
what?
nigga shit.
So Prince, guess
What's the
what?
question? What the
The
question?
next episode, You can shine and brine because the next episode is about broken men, okay? And you
We
can
gonna
let
be
us
lit.
know
Hey,
Hey,
all my
hold
broken
up,
men, where y'all at?
hold up. I got a question because I wanted to do a podcast. Now, this is my question: do you feel like a broken man and a broken woman can have a healthy relationship?
No.
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 And that's for the next episode, but no, absolutely not, sir.
We
Tune
talked
in
about that
next
the last
Wednesday.
episode.
But don't,
You need to go back and
I
watch
think it's
episode
gonna take
4.
a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work.
I don't
It
think
take.
that's
I think it only takes real communication. If them two people can really communicate and be transparent, I think they can.
It
No.
doesn't matter
We
how well you communicate. If both people are broken, you can't fix each other. You can't build each other up. You both are broken.
you broken, bro.
Broken, not broken, broken.
no,
You're
okay.
broken. You're broke. I can't lift you and I
We
can't
have a
inspire
so-called
you to
broken
be a
man.
better you every day if I'm broken, if I'm hurting. You
No, but
can't
that's the
build
point.
me.
It shouldn't be a person. It shouldn't be one person
Yeah,
that
we have a
like every day. If I gotta give you all my energy, even if we not broken, if I gotta give you all my energy every day, it's gonna be some give and take. I feel like they do some give and take. They be transparent with each other. I think it could actually work.
That's why
no.
you shouldn't
Absolutely
try to be
not.
with someone until you're healed.
Mm-mm.
Both
Wait.
parties need to be
Is this
They
healed.
know that
tomorrow's
shit.
conversation too?
Huh?
Huh?
You said
This
what?
tomorrow's topic too as well?
Oh
No,
no,
we
no,
talked
no.
about this
This
the
is
last
next
episode.
episode's topic. But while we're
Okay,
on it,
okay.
I don't feel like two broken people need to be together because how are you gonna fix yourself if you're not right for yourself? How are you gonna be right for somebody else?
That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
we talked about this in episode 4. You need to get the podcast and go watch that. It'll give
Yeah.
Okay,
good watching.
bet. I'm gonna tell Prince to give me the information and then I'll start tuning
There's
in.
4 previous podcasts. This is number 5. You got like 8
Okay,
hours to
gotcha.
watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
In
gotcha.
my heart of hearts, I feel God's the restorer, right? He's the
I
one.
got you.
He
But
does
God,
that. And I believe
But
that.
don't ever say but God.
Things,
Don't put a
not a
but in front of
couple of
God.
things,
Never.
not some things, not some situational things, not the things that my mama might have said, but all things, right?
No,
I
first
believe
I would
all
agree
things are
half
possible.
of that.
I
I would
agree.
agree that you had it don't matter what God is doing. You could not be listening. He could be blessing you all across the board, and if you're not paying attention, it ain't a blessing,
Yeah, well,
right?
the thing is that
You have to want to be better first, and
okay,
then let God come in.
I would say that the
That's
desire,
my opinion.
if none of us would desire it, right? None of us be wanting this actual pruning. God is the one who's giving us self-control, self-discipline,
Right.
kindness. He
Right.
giving that. So if he ain't give you none, then you ain't got none. And then you wind up like,
Yeah.
So I would venture to think that God can say, hey, through with love and kindness, I've drawn you. And the love and kindness of a woman who might be broken, and you might have the very tools that she needs to be fixed. And he
Well,
then instills the very tools in her that you need in order to build.
that's
Right.
usually
And so
how it
therefore he
works.
right. So then therefore we can't say God, if a marriage is God's a reflection of God's relationship to the church, how could we ever say two broken people can't
Right,
be
but if you
together?
don't recognize it, then it's all for nothing then.
Oh yeah, this is it's barred that you on the vine. I mean, you have to be looking at these things through
Right.
spirit and in truth. And if you're not, then of course that's a misnomer.
That's all I
So
was saying.
yeah, but
Yeah.
in that vein, which and forgive me, but that's always going to be the lens I'm going to look through it through, right? So
Sure.
through the lens of Christ, right through that foundation, yeah, he can show give me a Pinocchio or a Geppetto. I could fix that on
Right.
right on up if that is what he's ordained for me to do. If that's the assignment, right? Regardless of what storms are going on in my life, because I got a peace beyond understanding. And that
Right.
might be just the very thing that this person who I need to be in partnership needs, right?
Mm.
So and that should be with everyone and anyone because we're all brothers and sisters in Christ. Before he my husband, he my brother, right?
Yep. Yep.
So
That-
if I should be thinking about that for my husband, I'm thinking about that for anyone. And once you start with that heart posture and you stay there, then you can start to see what God sees in people because you're looking through the same Holy Spirit. So restoration is possible.
So what
On
part of
any
yourself? What part of yourself will you never compromise? Is there a part of yourself that you would never compromise for that person?
My peace.
But I would never compromise the word of God, not for no one. So as long as we stay up under that umbrella, you know what I mean? If I know that that's what my friend is going to be adhering to, my sister or my brother in Christ, I can lean on
Mhm.
that. I can lean on, you know what I mean? Then I can lean on that.
I agree with you on that. I would never compromise my integrity. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
That's just what
same.
it is. My
Because I ain't
integrity.
gonna lie, I let somebody shake up some peace if I thought I would long suffer for the Lord. I would long suffer for him. I keep saying I'm gonna love him no matter what it look like. So I gotta expect it's gonna look uncomfortable sometimes. Maybe I'm the only one who could take it.
She's just
I'm
already
not
chalking that up like
compromising.
my dude's gonna look like a Neanderthal.
I'm not
He might.
compromising on my peace. I'm not doing it.
I did it for
Yeah,
too many years. Too
I,
many.
I did. I
And
did
I
too.
am
what
not
I
I
did too.
begged
doing it
and
again.
prayed, when I begged and prayed God to give me peace because of the situation
Mhm.
that I was in, I will never let somebody come in and disrupt that peace ever again. If you do
same.
one thing that
Mhm.
disrupts it or changes or makes me feel like it's taking me back, I'm done.
I don't
Mhm.
blame you. Peace is very important, y'all. You want a peace of mind, right? You don't want to be walking around trying to worry about what this one doing and what that one ain't doing,
You
kind of
want
thing.
it. You want to know what it is. What peace in the bot, like the very core of it is
What is?
you are in control of your life. You
Mhm.
are controlling who you allow in and who you don't allow in. That's all that it is. And
But
there
you
is
have to be mentally
nothing more freeing
stable.
than that.
You have to be mentally stable. Some people, some of us are not. Well, I ain't gonna say us, but some people are not mentally stable. Some people don't have that support system, and some people, like I said, are not mentally stable.
And
So
some people have no idea what right looks like.
yeah, you're right about that. It sometimes it starts from the upbringing. Maybe they didn't have parents or something to support them, and then when they get to be an adult, they don't know how the hell to deal in relationships. And that's
That
just
was
not. It's not personal relationships. It's any kind of relationship.
yeah,
They
that
don't
was
know how
me.
to have.
Or they didn't
Yeah,
take
that
the
was me.
necessary steps to heal themselves.
Yep.
Because you
Right.
got abandonment issues and trauma bonds from your parents. Then you get it
Mm-hmm.
from friends growing up. Then you get it from your first love or children's parent,
Whatever.
father, baby mama, whatever. You if you carry that with you through your life, you're never going to heal yourself. I remember being at the bottom, like dark, just think of like dark, stormy, just chaos, tornado, just, and I prayed and prayed and prayed that God would just bring me up out of that. So when I think about something that's going to trigger me or something that makes me feel a certain kind of way and it's going to take me back to that, you can
Mm-hmm.
have it. I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to plead with you. I'm not going to do none of that because I did that already. I did that on my
Right.
hands and knees to God and begged and prayed to bring me out of that situation, to bring me out of how I was feeling. Because at the end of the day, I still had to be a mom, still had to go to
Yep.
work.
Yep.
Yep.
So I did the work. I did the
Yep.
healing. I can't be with you if you're not healed. I can't be with you if you're not on that same level that I'm on. I can
And you
help you
know,
so we can elevate higher
mhm,
together, but
right.
I can't take you with me. I'm sorry.
And I really admire you, Rach Refine, because a lot of us women can learn a lot of shit from you. Because if we're not mentally stable to move on, let's just say we're in a relationship with someone, right? And you want your peace, but you're in love with this person so much you jeopardize your peace for this person. And we're not strong enough. Some of us are not strong enough to pick up and move on. You might be in an abusive relationship and you're not strong enough to pick up and move on, but every day you got to walk and you got to wear this face on you that everything is going right when your shit is crumbling at home, and you do it for your kids, or you do it for yourself, or you do it because you don't want to be embarrassed. So a lot of us women can actually learn from you because some of us ain't strong like that. Some of us don't have a support system, some of us don't have a backbone, and we don't know where to start to get it. But you got it.
I told you
You
where I
got it.
started. I was on my hands and knees and I talked to God.
You
He was
got
the
it.
only. I felt so alone going through it,
Mhm.
and you have certain people that you can talk to that kind of relate to what you're going through, and they've kind of went through the same thing, but everybody's story is different, and that's what makes your healing process your own, because you have to figure out what it is that you have to do to heal yourself from whatever you've been through. So that it goes back to the question when it says, do you change yourself for love, friendship, career? Yes, we all do. It's in our nature to do that. Just like if a product of your environment, if I go somewhere and it's corporate people, I'm going to put on my best Harvard voice.
Oh
If
yeah.
I go back to my hometown where I hung out, it's what's up, y'all? Hey, how y'all doing? How's your mom and them?
Things
Like
right.
that's what it is. We change for our
Yep.
environment wherever you're at.
I do that too,
So
girl.
even with relationships, I'm gonna pretend like I'm a little lady and I'm sassy, but then you're gonna like Sandy said, you're gonna push that button and you're gonna see a side that you don't want to see.
That's right. That's how you got to be, especially if you want to change for the better. If you doing something or going through something and you've done wrong, own your shit, learn how to get better and do better. That's
That's
all it
the
is.
hardest. That's definitely the hardest part is owning your own shit.
A lot of
Is
people
Oh
don't.
owning
yeah, that's the hardest
and
part.
is being accountable for your actions and your part and why you're there. There's nothing worse than that.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
will say this, it's very refined. Some when I was listening to you speak, I thought about being equally yoked, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that the
See, that
way
don't work. That don't work. What she saying about the equal load? That shit just don't work. You get with
Prince, let her
Hey, let
finish.
somebody.
her finish what she's
Prince,
saying.
let her finish.
Go ahead, but go ahead, finish.
so being equally yoked is not just about finding someone that you serve with, right? That you both serve the same God, but this is also about how you carry the weight, right? How you
Mhm.
distribute that weight. And if
Mm,
I'm smaller, much smaller than you, and you're much stronger than me, if you move faster than me, then we're going to be moving in circles if we're counting on this left side to move in the same way this right side needs to move. So we have to be equipped to carry the same load. And carry it the same way. And everyone doesn't carry the load the same way, right? Two
Mhm.
donkeys can get it done. Two oxes can get it done. Two horses can get it done. And two little Yorkies can get it done. But a Yorkie and an ox can't get it done together. They cannot, right? So it
mm.
doesn't discount the ox. It doesn't
That's a
discount
great
the
metaphor.
Yorkie, but it does mean that they have to be able to carry the load together, right? It
Mm,
can't be too
Mhm.
heavy on one or you'll weigh him down. And he'll always
mm,
be struggling to carry your half, right? Because you just
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
aren't capable, right? You're not built for it. And God knows who he's building, and he's divine and perfect in what he's doing. So what the question is are we continuing to pick horses when we are ox and pick a little chicken when we know, you know what I mean, when we know that we are bulls, right? Stop, you have to make an assessment of really where you are in your walk, in your journey, what your purpose is, what the plan is, gentlemen, right? And then be able to stick to that plan because you can say, hey, look, I'm gonna be a carpenter or I'm going to be a mechanic. Well, if you're a carpenter, what you doing with a monkey wrench? I need to know where your
right.
drill's at, boo. Right? And if I'm you looking for a drill and you all up in the monkey wrench section, you looking for
Yep.
the wrong thing to try to
Yeah.
build what you said that you were going to build. So
Yep.
so accountability, yes, is important, and it's important to be equally yoked because
Yeah.
a woman like Rachel is saying, "Hey, look, this is where I am in the journey." And through
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
journey, I've been made a whole ox. So I can't hang out with the little dude that's just still a little pit bull. And in his world where he at, he a big dog, boo. He's a big
Right.
dog, right?
But he
You know
thinks
what I
he's a
mean?
big dog. That's what he's telling himself. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
that goes for
until he
guys
run
and
up on
girls.
this bull. But
Right.
one of us has to be aware enough to say, "Hey, we not equally yoked, right? Like
Right.
that. We can't carry the load together." And that there's nothing deficient about a pit bull. That's a prime specimen of
Right.
a canine, right? But he is not
Mhm.
suited for the for a ox. He's not suited, right? And so you have to know who you're hitching your wagon to. You understand?
Mhm.
And take accountability for when you thought it was an ox, right? And
Mm-hmm.
came to find out it was a wild boar. You know what I'm trying to
Right.
say?
But
Like that. I
you
never saw one of those before. You see
right,
what I'm
but you
trying to
get
say?
really good at identifying those things when you identify it in
Mhm.
yourself and where you were at. When you realize,
Exactly.
okay, well, at that point in time, I thought I was an ox, but in reality, I was a donkey. Okay, let me sit in that shit for a minute.
A minute.
Let me
Yep.
work out my shit. Okay, well, it turns out I thought I wanted to be an ox, but now I really am a fucking horse.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And this is what I'm
okay.
ready to
Right.
now not only now you know your purpose, you know your strengths, you would know at that point then your weaknesses. You can see where now, oh, if I'm a horse, I need a saddle. I need a
I'm a
Yeah.
bridle.
goat. I'm a goat. I'm a damn goat.
We know
I
you're a
think that's
jackass.
what I
We
am.
know.
Well,
I'm a goat.
I want you to come away from goat, but that's fine.
I'm a goat. I'm a real goat, baby. My birthday January 2nd. I'm a goat. I'm
We're
serious.
losing
That's
all
who I
kinds
am.
of connectivity
January
here.
2nd.
January 2nd, 1986, baby. I'm a fucking
You
goat.
have to
You hear
mute him.
me?
Lord
When
have
I think
mercy.
of
Yes,
sheep's, wolves,
ma'am.
and goats, I try to steer away from
Capricorn.
the whole goat
There's a
Mother.
thing.
Hey,
difference between being a goat and the goat. There's a difference.
No, honey.
But she, hey, but look, she right about the Eagles, right? She right about the Eagles yoke though. You gotta get somebody that's Eagles yoke. You're gonna marry them. You gotta get that Eagles yoke woman.
I love to
But it's
hear that
hard, but
360 in your voice.
but it's
But
but it's
okay,
hard to
but
find that Eagles yoke woman. It's hard to find that. You can't find it in Georgia. Let me tell you, you can't find it. All thing woman you'll find, I want you to take me on $1 million date. After you take her on that $1 million date, she be like, oh, can we go on a date again? Can't pay my light bill, can't do this, can't pay my food stamp, can't give me some food.
What?
That's a lot. Like they want you to give them shit. They want you to give them money. And that's the only thing these women do in Georgia. They want you to give them fucking money because you making
no,
good money.
No, they
I ain't
that's the
lying.
actually
women.
don't.
That's the
I
Mm-mm.
ain't
women where
fucking lying.
that's
That's
the
the type of
women.
women
Shit,
you
y'all know
dealing
about it.
with.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey,
You just took it out of my
nope.
mouth. That's exactly right. That's the women that you're dealing with because ain't no grown woman gonna come to you on the first date and be like, "Hey, my light bill needs to be paid."
Well, hey,
My light
it's
bill's
that
gonna be
shit.
paid, or I'm not going on that date. That's the
Oh
difference between a
shit.
bird and a woman.
Damn. So
Tell
you
I
so
don't
them
so
need
so
you
I
to
don't
do
pay your light
nothing.
bill going today. Hello.
I don't need
Wait,
I don't
so
need you to do nothing for me that I cannot do for myself.
Thank
well,
you.
Ugh.
You either going to
I
add
don't
to
know what's
me
wrong with the
or you're going to
Atlanta
subtract
women.
yourself. Simple as
Who
Thank
that.
the fuck are you talking to?
Period.
Who are you talking to? Where are these fucking girls that you're talking about? I've
I
never,
don't know.
never once met one.
We don't know where they at. We trying to figure it out too, y'all. Let's go to the comments section. Lord Jesus. So Adrian 2501 said preach. Somebody need to preach because we don't know where Prince going and where he put them up, y'all. We have no idea. Somewhere we ain't damn going. That part. So let's go to the next question, y'all, of the night. The next question is why do people get intimidated by confidence? Why do you get intimidated by confidence? Because you
I
confident in
feel like a
yourself?
lot of times
Mm-mm.
confidence can be confused with arrogance. Like I feel like it's a really, really thin line. And people get
Mm-hmm.
more intimidated by someone being arrogant than they do by somebody being confident. But it's a thin line between the two.
But a confident person knows their value. An arrogant person thinks they're better than you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the thing, the difference between the arrogant and confident person.
I think my disdain for arrogance comes from the no evidence of it all, right? Because there's real when someone's confident, they can back up what they're saying. They can prove it, right? You can see it on them, right? And I think the deficit of seeing it in yourself is what makes that uncomfortable, right? But the difference between confidence and arrogance is the evidence. Because
Yeah,
you're
I don't
talking
think
all at you hot air.
I agree. I don't think that I agree and disagree. I don't think that there's a thin line. I think that there's a very big line. And it's exactly, I'm going to piggyback off of what she just said. It's the tangible things that you can see. It's how they conduct themselves, the things that they have going on in their lives. They can explain to you their finances are in order. They're mentally and emotionally and financially stable across the board. They give back, they serve, they have lots of friends. They don't have a lot of friends. They are about their business and they can talk about their past or about the things that they've done wrong and who they are today. I don't think that that's arrogant at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a difference too between confidence and too much of an ego.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because you can be confident in the way that you walk and how you handle your business. But if your ego is way bigger than your confidence, then that's where the intimidation comes from. Because I'm
Maybe
gonna
Mm.
that's what I
make you
meant when
feel,
maybe that's what I was talking about when I say arrogance, a bigger your ego being too big.
yeah, I can make you feel intimidated by my confidence because my ego is so high.
Right.
Mm.
I can make you feel like you're less than me or you're belittled than me because my ego would override that.
But
But
I got a
when you're
question. How
confident,
is your ego high though? Tell me the question. How do you get a high ego?
I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying if someone's ego is high, like
Come
you
on, big
could
dog. You gotta tell me.
there. Okay, I'm gonna
Tell
use an
me.
example. Um,
Tell
for a man to know that he looks good, right? Smells
tell
Why,
good,
why
dresses
is it got to be a
good.
man?
Because I'm not gonna say a woman because I'm a
Because
woman.
that's
Like
our favorite.
Right.
Men are
Hey,
our favorite. How about that?
that's what I'm saying right there.
I get
Y'all
But
it.
women want the money. Y'all want the money. That's the
I
only
didn't
thing
say
y'all
nothing
want.
about money. I didn't say
But
Prince,
that's
nothing.
what
It
you
has
Nothing.
saying.
nothing to do with
You
money.
already bought that shit down the side.
No,
What
that's
you
not
fucking
what I
Well,
want?
said.
Mr.
What
Prince,
you
you
Prince.
just
asked
did.
her a question.
What
I
you
just
just
want to
did.
hear. I want to hear how she'll respond to you.
yeah,
What I
Prince, let
said
her
was
talk.
with someone having a huge ego, right?
Like, mm-hmm,
They know they look good, they
Listen to
smell
this.
good, they dress good, they have a good job, they have their whether they have their own place, they have their own car, they walk like they are above and beyond the next person, because the next person could be living with his mama, but he has a
mm-hmm,
job, he has a car, he might wear work clothes all the time, but because this one is taking, I don't want to say better, but
mm-hmm.
The
I don't.
image.
Thank you. The image. His image is bigger and better. His ego is going to be higher than the one that lives with his mom, because he's going to feel like, oh, I'm intimidated because he has his own place. He has his own car.
He
He
should
dresses
feel like
good.
that though.
But life circumstances happen.
I
Yeah.
get it.
What if you get a divorce and you have to go back home to your parents for a while till you get back on
Oh
your
well,
feet?
that's. I mean, we're
We
talking
You know,
about.
but that's what I'm saying. Certain circumstances make that difference.
But I think Rachel, what we're saying is, what I would be saying to that is the confidence that a man has because he knows he looks good, smells good, he's doing all the things right.
mhm,
The individual who lives with his mom, his confidence comes from that he knows he's moved back in with his mom to support her. That he doesn't really measure himself against societal standards or what the image is that he's projecting. So where that man that looks good, smells good, and got it all going for him seems to have ego, right? Is it pride of presence, right? And really, is the image matching what is beneath that, right? Because the confidence that a guy has that works every day, a guy I see this always in his work uniform, and a guy that I see always dressed up as something, I'm wondering really where he got to go. We at the gas station, and you
Right.
flashy for who? But this guy, he's more concerned with getting home from work and doing his job. He presents more of an interest because are we looking at the root or are we trying to look at these fruit? And the fruit could be poison. You understand? He looked good, but can't. It ain't no gas in the car, right?
But that's
Great
where the
car.
ego comes in. That's where the ego comes in, because the one that's got himself together, right? He knows he's the shit. He's like, I got this going for myself. I got that going for myself. But the one who lives with mom and is always in his work clothes, he might be
Oh,
confident, but his ego is not up here.
Yeah, well, confidence become ego when you
you ready?
remove humility.
Tell
You
me.
understand? When you
Come
remove
on.
the humility of it, that's when confidence becomes arrogance. You
mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah,
Because
but that's where ego grows.
Y'all know
but
what?
it's like which one you feeding though. You see what I'm trying to say? Because are you feeding? Are you what drives a man to always need to be
What country?
sharp as a tack on his way to a place where that's not necessary to be seen by whom? Right? What drives that confidence? What drives his ego? Right?
Oh,
Because ego, your ego is what people perceive of you. You understand? It's not what you perceive of yourself.
Well, let me ask you this question then. So why do people get uncomfortable when someone knows their worth? Is it because of the way maybe they react? Because you can hear people say, "Oh, I know my worth all the time. I know my worth." Blah 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 blah. But some people get it twisted, right? They get uncomfortable. I think sometimes it's because some of the people that do know their worth, they verbalize it in like an intimidating way. I think that's what the issue is. What do y'all think? Why do people get uncomfortable when someone knows their worth? Like men and women, a girl sitting up here and she not stunned Prince because she feels like she know her worth. So
hey, but
so
hold up. Fuck all that. Hey, let me tell you something though. If a girl, I'm gonna put it like this: if the girl know her worth, I know my fucking worth too. Shit, I know. Hey, hold on. If she got her worth, I know my worth. If I work in my two job, and she working one job, we gonna build that shit together. I'm gonna build with her. I'm gonna build it up where I need to build it up with her because she know her worth and I know my worth. But she not. Is she at the point where she ain't gonna fuck me and give me what I want in my lifetime story? Hey,
see
I
that's
gonna
that's
go
the
with
thing.
it.
That's the thing. That kind of worth right there, you're not gonna get a real woman acting like that because let me tell you something. A real woman don't want to hear about the sexual thing all the time. Okay,
Talk
let me
about
just
sister real baby.
game for you.
I love
She
the
wants to
fuck.
hear about
I
more
got
than
5
in the
kids. I
bedroom.
got 5
Who
kids.
cares? Who cares? You got 5 kids. That's great. Congratulations. But in order for you to get a real woman, you are gonna have to approach them a little differently than what you're doing. You say
Hold
you
on.
want something real. Hold up, let me finish. You
I have
say you
5
want something
kids.
real, but from your actions, you ain't gonna get
Hey.
shit real over there. You gonna get a little floozy, a little trap, a little hoe. You ain't gonna get no real woman acting like that. You gotta come better than that, Prince.
You know, I gonna get damn. Let me tell you something. We talk on the
You
phone.
still single.
That's
You gotta
how
come
it
better
is.
than that.
Hold on,
Prince,
no, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell her I got to say, cause that's bullshit. I try my best to get a woman. When I
Do
get
you
a
have a
woman,
woman? Do you
it
have a
don't work.
woman now?
It don't work because the
Are
number
you
one.
single? Are you single or do you have a woman? That'll answer everything and shut it
why
down.
don't you put your seatbelt on
Single?
first?
I am single.
You're single.
Yeah.
All right. So it shut that shit down.
Shut
Moving
that
on
shit
to the
down.
next person,
All right.
because they shut that shit all the way down. Why do
All
people
right.
get uncomfortable when someone knows your worth? Anybody else want to talk about that?
I don't get
Shut that shit
uncomfortable.
down.
You know, when they know your worth? Okay.
I love it.
It might be because of the way you verbalize it, but I know I've been around people that, they say they know their worth, and I be looking like, okay, you ain't
Yeah,
gotta
but
verbalize your
I
worth.
don't. If somebody verbalizes and says, "I know my worth," that means that either A, they need to project it for some reason, or B, they feel like I've devalued them in some way, shape, or form. Like,
That you
and I don't
questioned it.
understand that.
Lord have mercy. Let's go to the comments. I agree with that. Adrian Cooper 2501, laughing emojis. You're gonna be laughing all the way through again because Prince is something else, honey. Like I said, he talk about them veneers and women. Okay.
Hey, it is what it is. Come on.
Hold up. The next comment is from Adrian Cooper 2501. Preach. That's right. I think he was talking about Sandy when she was preaching up here, and Rachel. You
That's
can
right.
learn a lot from these two ladies because it seems like they either done been through some stuff or they just got that mental knowledge, and we all need to learn and get something from them. Okay. Absolutely. All right, let's go to the comments again with Adrian Cooper 2501. I'm very confident. You know what? It's good to be confident. Some people mix your confidence with being something else because some people verbalize their confidence too much. It's okay to be quiet with your confidence, but if you want to be a loud, confident person, go ahead and do it. Do
Right.
you do? Pop your shit. Do you do?
Hey, I'm gonna
I
be
think
confident.
somebody
And
was
hey,
self.
Prince, can you hear me? Put
Prince,
your goddamn seatbelt on.
Da Vinci, let him. He grown. He know what comes without a seatbelt. We ain't
The
gonna worry
mission.
about Prince.
The
I
mission.
have a question though. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
How does one measure their worth? Like if you think about it, how do
Mm-hmm.
you measure your worth?
With what you think a good person is supposed to be, what do
No,
you
no, 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 no.
in your brain
How do you measure your worth? For somebody to say, I know my worth, I know my worth. How do you measure that?
talking
Some
about
people think
you?
they do.
No,
Some people think they do.
okay, Da Vinci, you know your worth, right? What is your worth?
That I have all my shit together, that I'm a good person. I mean what I say. I'm genuine in my thoughts and my words to people. I treat them as if I want to be treated, and I have a certain standard for myself and for the person that I want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
So
cute. Don't forget that part. God did work on you.
Yeah.
so do you feel like
And
your
I'm
worth
cute.
is
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
so if you take away the materialization of your worth,
Right.
what is your worth?
That I'm a
I
good
want to ask. I want
person.
to go
Hold on,
ahead,
Uh,
Prince.
the mission.
Hold on, Prince. Let him finish.
then it all becomes an emotional thing, an intellectual thing. Then I'm smart, I'm funny, I care deeply, I give more than I receive, and I genuinely give a shit about other people.
That's
I'm
good.
not a selfish person.
So with that being said, how can someone else be intimidated by your worth?
How
They're
could they
not
be intimidated by that?
They
Because it
can't.
just, I mean, it can be a lot for somebody else that's not in that frame of mind. If you don't play, if we're not playing the same sport, because that's essentially what it is. You want somebody that's playing the same sport you are in a like getting into a relationship. You want somebody that has all the same things that you have together, right? It's like we were talking about broken people versus people that are put together. You don't want somebody who's broken because then they're playing football and you got all your shit together and you're playing basketball. That's like, but we're not playing that. We're not on the same. We're not playing the same game.
But you don't know what you get, Da Vinci. When you meet somebody, they don't come with a table of contents, so you don't know what the hell you mean. You don't know.
Right.
You don't
But
know.
that's where
why
vetting. Right, but
person
that's
is
where
cool. You know,
vetting
they
comes
look-
in.
I would even go deeper than vetting. I think you should truly have a friendship, a personal relationship with the individual, see
Do
them
that
through
too.
some seasons, really know them. I'm telling you, the only difference I want between my husband and my best friend is that one of them has a penis. You understand? Like if I can't know her, know him, like I know her, laugh with him, like I laugh with her, say all
Right.
the things and not have to hide. And you understand, if I can't do that with my partner, then he could kick rocks. Cause I don't want to spend not one
Right.
moment hiding, pretending, wearing a mask. I don't do that for the regular public. But it seems when
No.
we put that romantic label on it, we like De Beers. You just put $3,000 more price on that thing, and you overpricing what you have because you're not even willing to bring your authentic self to the table. You know, it's not even real. You is a whole manufactured laboratory
You're a
diamond.
fugazi.
Yeah, you understand? And so you and so that is the thing about it. I think what that brings that intimidation is when we're after the same thing. You
Yeah.
understand? When I see somebody and I've experienced it, I've been on that side where someone's success, someone's positioning has made me feel intimidated. I can be really transparent about that. But it was because we were after the same thing. The same promotion, the same dude, the same attention, the same space. Somehow, you understand? Somehow I wanted to be seen and that light was shining on them. And I can be honest and say, hey, that's how I was feeling in the moment. But it takes me to really know myself, know my value, like you're saying, and know my worth. Right, to say, hey, this is how I can show up in this space, and I can congratulate another individual and say, how
About
can I
that.
partner with that, rather than how can I rise above it, or how can I shine brighter than it? How can I add my light to it, and now we both bright? You understand? And I don't think people are looking at it from that aspect. They're looking at it as competition, and sometimes that competition be right there in your relationship, which is mind blowing. That's diabolical.
I agree with that, Sandy. I think some people get intimidated, like by you knowing your worth, is because they're envious of you, not realizing that you can have and do the same things I'm doing if you get off your ass and do it. And like,
Yeah, you put in the work.
Like us as women, some of us
Absolutely.
as women, we don't stick together. Instead of us praising the next woman and congratulating the next woman, we trying to go behind their back and sleep with their motherfucking man, or we trying to tear them down, or we trying to talk about them. Instead of sticking together, we doing the opposite. Because what? Because we envious. But the things that you're envious of the next person, you can go and get that shit too if you get off your behind and go get it, because stuff is not going to be handed to any of us.
How about when they get it, they don't know what to do with it, and they fumble the ball, and it really wasn't for them, and then they don't like it, and now they're up in arms about the thing that they wanted, that they tried to take from you, and now that they got it, they realize you didn't even want it. Thank you. You didn't give me a whole favor.
And even when they get it, they can't hold it like you held it.
Yeah, no way.
It's
'Cause it's
many
me.
who wanted my position. I gave them my position, and they didn't know what to do with it.
I feel that, especially at the workplace, y'all. Let me tell you, the workplace is something else. Let me tell you, you got a lot of envious bitches up in that mug at the workplace, right? When you get,
Really?
we tell you now. Granted,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I done
some
went through a
people
couple of jobs in the last 4 years
let their
because of somebody
position-
wanting my position.
Yeah, they let their position go to their damn head. They let their position go to their head like they running the place. We got to stop and humble some asses sometimes along the way, y'all. We got to. Just because you was my friend today, and just because Johnny gave you the position to be over us today, then you're behind acting like you damn Luther. Really? It don't work like that.
I will say I've experienced that in the opposite, where I've been one of the part of the team and now I run the team. And now I'm not looked at in the same way. I'm held to a higher standard now. I have a different accountability now. I have, you know, and I would expect that somebody, especially while y'all was rooting me on, saying, girl, get that job and you'll make a great boss, right? You know, well, then you knew that once I took that job on, that I was going to adhere to the standard in which it held me to, because now we're in a different position. And then people start look like start with that. Oh, she thinks she all that because she got that job now. No, I'm trying to hold on to my job, boo. I got rent to pay, right? I have I have accountability, right? I have responsibilities to see after. And if I kiki with y'all like I used to kiki with y'all, obviously I ain't been too kikiing because they said yes, you can be promoted. So the same work ethic that I've been bringing, you can't be upset because now I apply that to another position. So this is the job now. The job is to keep y'all in line. That is the job. Sorry. You know
It's
what
a
I'm
whole
trying
lot
to
of
say?
kikiing going on over there.
Yeah, I'm saying.
When you
And
get
that's
in
the
a position, they quickly judge you. They think, oh, since she got a position, she thinks she Billy Badass. Nah, bitch. I have to act a certain way when I get in a position. I have to act, I have to rise above. It doesn't mean that I'm any different from you. But you're right, Sandy. You have a job to do. But they automatically assume, oh, she thinks she this, she too good, she that. No, it's not that, boo. I'm in a position where I gotta lead the team, so I gotta be a leader.
not only that, but I remember all that snap too that you gave to our former supervisor. I'm gonna need to see that. You understand? Don't lose that, because now it seems like you don't value your position, nor do you respect me in mine.
All right, then. You damn straight about that. Let's this confident expose other people's insecurity. Y'all think about that one. Does confidence expose other people's insecurities? I think so. Because listen, some people, okay, y'all listen to this. Some people, and I can peep it out real good. Some people will seem like they happy as hell every single day, right? Like they shit don't stink. Like everything in their life is just perfect. Some people do that to hide their insecurities. They want you to think that they got the best and the perfect is ain't a word, but the most perfect things in the world. But people put on this facade and they put on this show and they put on this game face when they can have shit crumbling in their life. So I believe that wholeheartedly.
Maybe they got to be like that so it don't fall apart.
Yes. Say it again, Da Vinci.
Maybe they have to be like that so it doesn't fall apart.
They do. They put on a face. They put on a face. And that face sometimes, but those are the people, in my opinion. Have you watched Snap? Those are the people that when they really snap, they snap on that ass. You hear me?
Are you saying like what that when individuals put on a suit of confidence to hide their insecurities or hide what the what might be going on in the background?
I think some people do that.
I do. I mean, I do agree that some people do that. I will say I thank God for peace beyond understanding, because then it could look like that. When you know my mortgage ain't paid and I can't, like I've had problems paying my car note or something like that, or that I might be struggling in an area, or my kids aren't acting right, or my husband is stepping out, but you can still see that I'm walking in his glory, walking in his peace. That sure might look like, oh, she's just putting on a front, because I know that there's that turmoil going on in her life. You understand? But still, she still comes out looking like that. I do hope that God's peace is on me in that way, where you just can't tell. Like you know what I mean? Like where even when that there's a problem, or that there's some, I'm going through some trepidation, that I'm still walking in his peace because I trust him, So it's a matter of perspective, because some people are wearing a suit and some people are really resting in him.
That's why you will never know if I'm going through something.
Girl.
Same.
I'm going to look the exact same. I'm still going to act the same. I'm still going to move and carry myself the same, because I know I'm not in this world. I'm not doing this by myself. I know at the end of the day, I can fall on him, and he's going to guide me through. What I tell you all the time, CC, faith of a mustard seed, baby. That's all we need. Absolutely. I don't care what we're going through.
I'm glad Prince arrived safely.
That's good. He on mute. I hope you know we can't hear nothing you're saying. But I agree with you. And you know what, right? Some of us, And I'll say this, you know, some of us as mothers, we kind of get the advantage on certain things like that because we have to put on a face. We have to not let our kids know that we going through stuff. You could be done went through a relationship issue, or you could have done lost your job, but you can't let your kids see that. So you got to wear that face all the time, right? You don't ever want them to feel. Let me tell you something. When I was growing up as a young mom, I had my child, right? Never been a mom before, didn't know the ins or out, right? Of course, I had my mom that was helping me. But if I didn't have my mom helping me, I wouldn't have known what the hell I was doing, right? But anytime that I struggled along the way, because we all done been there. We all done been there. Anytime I struggled along the way, do you think my child ever knew when I didn't have a dime to my name? No, she never knew it because I had to put on this face and this facade that everything was good, right? So we sometimes as mothers, sometimes as leaders, sometimes as whomever, we have an advantage over that, you know, putting on that face. But at some point in some time in your life, you got to take that off. If you really want to get help or seek help, you got to take that off a little bit, you know, let somebody come in and help you. That's what you got to do. What's one thing? What's one thing about yourself that you're proud of, y'all? Just one thing.
My strength.
How good of a mom I am.
That's good. That's really
My
really
loyalty.
good. Loyalty. What about you, Da Vinci? What's one thing that you're proud of?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
When we move on to Prince?
Yeah.
Prince, what's one thing about Lord Jesus? What's one thing about you that you're proud of, Prince? One thing.
I got the most beautiful teeth in the world. Yes, man.
Are
Yes.
they paid for and insured? You got a warranty on them?
Pay for insurance.
Prince, you know what? Let me tell you something about your teeth. I'm glad you got them because you found them. Didn't you?
Yeah, I check them out too.
Lord
That's
They
Jesus.
were in the
a-
back of a van.
Let me tell you something about Prince, y'all. So Prince, everything is okay, right? Everything is good. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Prince was in a little fender bender, little accident the other day, right? He was in a little fender bender the other day. And he come asking me. I don't know why he always be asking me stuff like I got all the answers to his stuff. All the answers to his stuff, but I try. So he asked me, he said, Endless, when I got my car wreck, whoever hit me so hard, they knocked my damn teeth out my mouth. I can't find my damn teeth. I can't find them. So I guess you found them, Prince.
I didn't need it.
Prince. So I guess you found them.
Yeah, I found my teeth.
Well, for
I didn't
something that
even
you're
send
proud of, keep up with them, baby. Okay? Keep up with them.
I will.
All right.
I'll keep up with them.
Anybody else? One thing
Wait,
that
so
you're proud of
just
yourself, Da Vinci?
can we go back to Prince real quick? So he got 2 flat tires and then he got into a wreck?
Honey child, he got 2 flat tires the night before, spent all that moolah, and then the next day, when he was going to lunch, somebody hit him. I don't know if
You
he
need
made
to just start walking.
Bless his heart.
Bless everyone.
If you
And
say
all this and all of this went on during a live.
yep. Bless his heart. But Lord Jesus Christ, you good. I'm glad that you
I'll
good,
tell you
Prince.
what, I was on the
Prince,
last one
you
with
need
2
a
flat
what you
tires.
need a phone stand. I get mine at Ross. They be like $7 or $8. I have to replace them every so many weeks, but still, it do what it got to do. You need a phone stand. So you won't be holding your phone, so you can focus on
In
when
his
you're
car.
driving.
Prince, are you saying anything? All I see is your tongue moving and
Hey,
your
this ain't that type of party over here, baby girl. I'm at work, so I don't have time to give you no phone stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't that kind of party.
So have people mistaken your confidence for arrogance?
All the time.
I don't think you're not. I think you're not doing it right if they don't.
Yeah.
I will say though, my confidence is not in me. I messed it up so many times, and a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing. It's just that next step. he just liked that next step, and I'm confident in that next step. So I was like, yes, this is the way to go. And I'm with that decision 100% because it don't exalt itself above the word of God, and it's according to the plan, right? So, God gave us a plan. This is a drill. It's not a monkey wrench. Must be a part of the plan. So I'd be excited to move on to the next step, and so confident in that next step, even if I can't see how the whole big picture is going to come together. So people will be like, you be dreaming, you dream big, and no, God dream big. I just said yes.
Sandy, are you hanging out and sort of scoping out the single guys at Home Depot? Was that what all the tool
So
metaphors are
look,
about?
no, okay, so look, two things. I don't know if he's gonna be at Home Depot, but I'm so willing to meet him there.
You know, they
And
say about 10, 11 o'clock, they all be in there.
and then the
Well,
other
I'm not in
thing is,
there.
well, maybe I
That's
should
probably
stop
because I
going.
already
Is
got
that
all
what?
the tools.
Is that you trying to say I don't need to go to Home Depot anymore, Da
I,
Vinci?
I didn't say that.
Okay, look, I like the soft shyness that entered your tone. It's nice. So anyway,
The bitch in Columbus, Georgia. You're gonna have to go about 3 ways and go see them.
Chris, don't be putting his business out there. He might
He
not want
don't
everybody to know he is.
He just said a
he don't need
three-way.
no help.
I don't need no help. I promise you that.
I know you don't need no help, man.
He just putting your business out there. Don't be putting his business out there. Hell, tell him where you at. Exactly, that part. He's gonna put your business out
Them
there.
babies are running peach wild right now, and I'm watching it. It's so fun.
look, they are so beautiful, Peach. I seen your daughter,
Girl,
I
they
think, get
won't
in that
stop. I
camera.
keep having to mute and close the camera because my mama couldn't get them tonight. So they just
Look, how about I got
stop.
a rogue 4-year-old that don't belong to me, and that's who you heard just screaming in my background. But his mom was like, "I know you said," because if I'm being real, he usually he's not my responsibility. She's accountable. She's a mom and that kind of thing. But it'll be here that he want to be at, and we be in here. We be in here on TikTok, and he'll have his little tablet doing his thing on YouTube, sitting right next to me. But he in one of his moods, so he can't be quiet right now. So he had to exit. So I definitely get the struggle, Peach. I definitely get it. And that's the thing. I feel like I'm more comfortable in Christ, right? Because they can run all in the background. I don't have to worry about what they're hearing because we ain't talking about nothing.
Well, it happens from time to time. I mean, we real, we keep it real, y'all. We in the comfort of our own homes.
It's still early though.
So it happens, it happens. That's just what it is. So
Yeah. So we love see. I personally love seeing them pop in your background,
No.
and
Hey,
they
baby.
love their
Like they both
money.
want to come over here and play. And like I'm like,
Hey,
go.
I ain't gonna lie. I love kids that's on the spectrum. I got son that's on the spectrum.
You got 1,000 of them. That's why.
Nigga,
You said how you knew my kids was
your baby's artistic. My son is
yeah,
artistic.
they
Yeah,
are.
so that he right now he's what they call it? I forgot what it's called. But he's basically he's stemming right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's what?
He's stemming. He's stemming.
Demi.
STEMIMING.
And with the stemming is, I bet mama. The stemming is like he basically he's a baby.
Mhm.
He's like it's like a kid, but he don't. Is
STEM
your
is short
baby
for
verbal?
stimulated. STEM is
He's
short for
stimulated.
stimulated, Da
Yeah, he
Vinci.
artistic, man.
So
So
he's
he
got the
talks with
He
a
want to
whole nother
play. He want
level.
me to
But
tickle him and all this other stuff. And that's why
they
he
are
coming over
smart though.
here
Oh, they're smart though.
laughing.
Them kids are smart.
Mhm. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the third question of the night, y'all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the question is loyalty still valued, or is everybody out for themselves? I believe loyalty matters, y'all. Okay. I believe if you go hard for someone, they should go hard for you, type shit, right? But nowadays it seems like everybody wants support without giving support. And there's a difference, y'all. Okay. Everybody wants loyalty without being loyal, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
What does loyalty mean to you?
Faithfulness and devotion.
Devotion. Okay. Anybody else? What does loyalty for me? I think loyalty means a lot to me, right? So me personally, it's hard for me to trust somebody, right?
See, y'all gotta understand something.
So hold on, Prince. I
Some
try.
women like men that know
Yeah,
about the artists
yeah.
and the
Can
special
you
and
hear?
shit
Is
they
my
be on.
mic
Y'all
on?
feel me?
Is my mic on? Because you just
Your
cut
mic
me
is
off.
on.
All right, it's off now. Loyalty for me, y'all. What loyalty means to me is it means a lot. Like I value loyalty in personal relationships and I value loyalty in professional relationships. I value loyalty in any relationship, right? Because my thing is if you don't have loyal people on your team, then it's kind of like you having to watch them. And I'm not gonna be watching somebody, right? I want people that are honest. I want people that are committed. I want people that are loyal. And loyalty runs a long way. It
I
gets you a
agree.
long way. When you disloyal to someone, then what does that say about you? What does it say
Mm.
about you as a person? A lot. Loyalty is very important. Anybody else want to speak on that?
I
I
think it's
talk
still
a lot,
valued, but I
so
do. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, that's
I
Speak.
feel like nowadays loyalty it's hard to come by, and a lot of times people stop. A lot of times people use it as a one-way street. Like
Mhm.
lately in my situations, I've always been more loyal than the people I've been involved with
Oh yeah, absolutely.
romantically.
I feel that way too. I believe it's still valued, but it's so rare now. And I think a lot of it's due to modern culture.
I agree. Even let's go to the relationship thing, honey, because you know we can talk all day and a year about that, right? I think loyalty is very, very important in relationships. Let's just say personal relationships, right? Because you have your partner, you depend on your partner. So see, for me, when I'm in a relationship, my partner is my best friend. I tell my partner any and everything. So that my man being loyal to me is very important. If he's not loyal to me, it's kind of like it's a smack in my face. I don't know what's going to meet me at my door, kind of thing. Loyalty, being committed, those things are very important. And communication comes with loyalty. You got to communicate with the person that you're with, whether you're dating them or whether you're in a professional relationship. It's all those things are very, very important. Loyalty, commitment, all of that. So
But you know what?
loyalty is important.
Um, it is, but many people want loyalty, but few people are willing to practice it consistently, you know?
They
Especially
won't
when
leave.
when things become difficult, then what? You know?
They want to leave. They want to go. They want to get the next thing popping. They don't want to commit. They want to lie. Everything is a whole list. Some people want to be loyal. Some people can't be loyal. They don't have the oomph to be loyal. Or
you
maybe
know,
they
And
had the support system to know how to be loyal, because sometimes it comes from when you're small you might not have that support. A lot of homes don't have both parents. Some of them have one parent, and you're having to learn and maneuver along the way by yourself. So when you get to be an adult,
I'm
you
gonna go
don't.
out and come back in because I can't hear nobody. I can't
Okay,
hear nobody. So I'm
okay,
gonna go out
you
and come back in.
okay, you don't know how to be loyal. So does anybody else want to speak on that? What does loyalty mean to you?
I do. I wanted to speak on that because
Okay.
as I hear everyone speaking, I hear you guys these themes of loyalty, of commitment. But I think that we have to, if we dig deeper into that, right? First off,
Mhm,
what are we actually asking people to be loyal to? Right.
mhm,
When I say be loyal to me, a person who's evolving, steady shifting, steady being changed, transformed, reformed. You know what I mean?
right.
I might not, the person you said yes to, being loyal to might be someone different, right? And so I find that I'm not so much looking for someone to be loyal to me, but I'm looking for somebody that's loyal to Christ and I'm loyal to Christ. And how committed are they? What
Yep.
kind of self control, self discipline do they have to be committed, to have consistency? Because I can say I am loyal to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I watch it faithfully, but I ain't seen it in the last 4 weeks, and I'm gonna have to go and catch up on what it say. So really how loyal I am to it when I'm
Yeah.
not consistently watching it. You see what I'm trying to say? But I do like it, right? And I appreciate it and all the things, right? So I think a lot of times that's what we're looking at in relationships, and we're asking somebody to be loyal to concepts that are changing for us. So when you build your relationship on something foundational, on a solid foundation, rather than things that are going to shift and change, then then you can expect loyalty. But you can't expect loyalty to someone who, one, don't really know what they're getting themselves into because they haven't seen you in all your seasons, and they were loyal to the face that you've been showing them when you first meet them, but they're not really going to be loyal to what's when they peel back these layers, right? Things about yourself that you don't even know that being with them is going to expose to just you. Maybe they're not loyal to that, but they will be loyal to Christ. And we will to a carpenter the person who does the framing and the person who does the roof. They might not get along, but they are committed to finishing the job. So the house will get made, whether how they will find a way to compromise, come back together so they can get this money, so they can finish this job because they're committed to it, right? But anybody with no self-control, no self-discipline, no consistency, no matter how much they wanted that money, if they won't show up to work on time, no matter how much they want it, it ain't gonna get done.
That
So,
part.
loyalty is relative to what you're loyal to. You can't really, it's
Basically,
not okay to really ask somebody to be loyal to you when you know you're still evolving and changing and discovering. Then you have to be honest about that. I'm loyal to, I'm committed to finding out. I'm committed to seeing you through this. I'm committed to loving you with the love of Christ. And because of that, I'm going to love you anyway. When I don't like it, when it don't look good, when I would abandon ship, I'm not leaving because I'm grounded in Christ. And that's not going to change. And I think we be forgetting to look for that when we be trying to pick people and we changing and they changing. We be asking them to do things that we're not capable of doing ourselves.
You right about that. That last part. Asking somebody to do something that you can't even do yourself. That happens a lot.
Mm.
It happens a lot.
basically standing by someone through challenges while maintaining healthy boundaries.
Oh, that's a good one.
You
That's
still
a
want
good
to
one.
stand with them, stand with them through it, but through their challenges while maintaining healthy boundaries. That's what
That's right. That's right. Some people don't want to have, some people don't know nothing about boundaries. They think they're invincible from them. And then some
well, after
people,
you've done been through some stuff, then
mm-hmm.
you learn those boundaries.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
like it's like making it a condition that you have unconditional love.
Unless
You
you're a brat
understand?
and you like pushing them boundaries.
Yeah, but that's
Unless
where
you're who?
communication comes in, because if I tell you what I don't like or what the boundaries are, and then you do it and you continue to do it, then
Right.
Hey, look, if when I push my boundaries as a brat, it's because I actually want the spanking. Just disclaimer there.
Listen to Sandy over here. She's saying all the right things.
Yes.
Go ahead, Sandy.
But
No
I
offense to any of the ladies on the panel, but you can't outwife me. You asked earlier what is one of the qualities you like best about yourself, and my superpower is my submission. And when I submit to that word, don't nothing look better than that.
no,
Listen to
Nothing looks
her.
better than that.
we
I
got
look
to
Listen
so
to
good.
her.
ways of
I'm
And
submission.
such
she
a
You
did
make
that.
sweetie.
you
She's
make
saying
it
that shit with a smile on
you
her
make it
face
Da Vinci
too.
blush
I
over there. You make
do.
it Da Vinci blush.
You ain't making me blush.
But see,
That's all. Look how red rosy your cheeks are.
That's because I'm a ginger.
Da Vinci over here and blushing, y'all.
I can't submit to shit. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry.
Look at him blush, y'all.
Oh, Rach.
I know. I lost hope.
Is he still blushing? I think that's
My
a
bad.
yes. Oh Lord, have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? Oh,
Oh yeah.
How could you become an adult without that? I don't think.
I'm the only
I
one
think
that's
that's
going to
a
say
right.
no to this.
You've never been betrayed by someone you trusted. God
No.
has been blessing
No,
you.
no, 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 no. Someone I trusted, yes. That was not in a relationship, like a man-woman relationship, yes. But in a man-woman relationship, no.
Oh.
You been doing all the betraying, Da Vinci?
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah. What about like at an employer?
I've been in the
Yeah.
military for 20 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He said that like that's self-explanatory.
Yeah. All we do is fucking break rules.
Ooh, ooh.
No.
Well, I've been betrayed by someone I've trusted before in relationships. I mean, I think a lot of that happens every day.
I think the more I listen and the more panels I go on, I don't want to, and I hate that I'm about to say this, and I hate that it's probably accurate, but it feels like it's almost like a rite of passage for a woman to be betrayed by, in some way, shape, or form, a man.
Why
That's
do
what
you
it
say
sounds
that?
like. Why do I hate saying that?
No, why do you said say that one more time? Let me make
It
sure I
feels
understand.
like it's almost a rite of passage for a woman to become a woman nowadays to be betrayed by a man.
Oh, okay. To become a woman.
You
'Cause
you gotta get Adam down here in order to become a woman. Every man gotta do his Adam, his good one on you before you can earn it.
I kind of see what you're saying by that. I think what you're saying is
I haven't
sometimes
met a woman who
you know,
hasn't been betrayed.
some women start like, for example, some women start as that nice person, that giving person, that catering person,
Yeah.
the mommy vibe type person. But once you get in a relationship with someone and they do certain things to you mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, and then you turn out to be that other side, that alter ego other side. So I see what you're saying about that. Sometimes we're forced in becoming that woman because of the things that we went through in our personal relationships, or we're forced to become that woman when it comes to our parents, or maybe our parents are not there, so you're
I
forced.
agree. I think that a lot of men, as I've grown older and I've matured a lot more, and I've looked in my past, and then I have I've had a distinct life in the fact that I've only worked with men. Women weren't allowed to do my job in the military until 2018. So I've worked around at least 40 men for the better part of 13 years, and only men. And not the same men, but a lot of men.
Right.
And yeah, I know how men think more than anybody else does. And not to mention, I was one of the worst ones while I was younger. It's just, I think that men mature a lot slower. And it goes back to what my previous statement is that I think men are a lot less confident than, as they're younger, than they seem, because they're all about, women are emotional creatures and men aren't emotional. So you're not gonna know that a man is not confident unless he outright says it. But he'll deny it until his fucking deathbed when you're 22. But as far as maturity within a relationship is concerned, and like the significance and the impact of their actions and the words that they have on women, is, you don't really understand that until you were like, I mean, if you didn't grow, I don't know how a normal person grows up, but I think
Da Vinci.
if you
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what right looks like, it takes a long time to figure it out.
I agree. I agree with you on that. Let's run to the comments real quick and we'll come back to that. Okay. All right. So Adrian. Adrian 2501. Hold on, y'all. I can't even see the screen. Lord Jesus alive. All right. Let's turn it. Y'all can tell I don't know what I'm doing. Adrian 2501. I have a question for Miss Reed. Are you single?
Yes.
Miss who?
Rachel Fine. She said yes, y'all. She's single. I guess that answers your question, Adrian. She's single, honey. Adrian, you must be looking. Let me know. You looking? You looking? All right. The next comment is from Mafia King CEO 74 Living. Strong in heart. That's right. We keep it strong over here, and we got hearts running around here as well. Thank you for tuning in, Mafia. I appreciate you, y'all. So what about? Do y'all think loyalty is earned, or do you think it's automatic? You think it's something that just automatically happens, or you learn?
It's in you.
I think if we are called to even test our faith, then of course you earn loyalty little by little. You understand? Like I think that
Yeah.
it's like a common agreement, right? And you're saying, do I trust you to keep the agreement? That's what loyalty is. It's saying, okay, I agree to see you through this, or okay, I can walk with you through this, or this is where you're going. I will walk with you. And when the person makes a left, you can't expect them to continue to be loyal to that, right? And so as you see that they will go where they say that they were, where they went, if you see that they will see their plan through, that they are committed to it, and that they're not leaving the burden on you to carry the load all by yourself, then it becomes easier to commit to being loyal to something, right? When you can see the consistency of it all. So I think it comes little by little. Nobody says, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna stick with you, especially if you don't know what you're sticking to. So I don't think anyone can truly say that they're going to give their loyalty to something they don't understand.
Do you think a
But I-
cheater can be loyal?
But
Eventually.
going back to what she said though, I think that when you meet someone and you interact with someone, you automatically know if you want to be loyal to that person. Like you can tell if that person is on bullshit, or you can tell if that person is being honest with you. So you're like, I like the way he moves. I like his honesty. So I'm gonna see where this goes, and I'm gonna behave myself, right? So I'm automatically gonna give loyalty, and he's automatically gonna feel the same way. There's not a man that meets a woman and has a conversation with her that doesn't say, you know what, I like where her headspace is.
Right.
Let me see
Yeah.
where this goes. And then 20 minutes later, another female comes up to him, but he's still got his mind on the one he just met. He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I think as soon as you meet someone, you kind of have that feeling like whether it's a bunch of bullshit or if that person is being genuine. And
Yeah.
then that's where the loyalty comes into play.
Mhm.
So you pick so you're saying you pick whoever you want to be loyal to? I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying like when you meet someone, you kind of already know. Like when you have that conversation with someone, you kind of already have that feeling of like, I'm not going to entertain nobody else. I'm going to talk to this one, or I'm feeling this one, and things are going this way, so I'm not going to do anything to mess it up. That's where loyalty comes into play.
Yeah, you're right.
You can decipher. You can decipher the bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the loyalty is already within you.
Decipher.
If I meet a man and I'm talking to him and we're hanging out for a while, I already know in my mind if I'm going to be loyal to him.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would say, for myself, I would feel not safe in that space, because I am a loyal person inherently, right? I'm capable of giving my loyalty, but I'm telling you that I could really like what it sound like, what it look like, and as soon as you tell me that I need to be baptized in order to be saved, my loyalty goes right on out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like we not equally yoked. And so I can imagine finding out something about a person, or where they're headed, or how they've been doing something. You get into business with someone, you say, all right, yeah, we agree to this contract. But then you find out that funneling funds from somewhere else. No, I'm no longer loyal to this, right? So I think that, I can have an idea, but there are too many monsters walking around in human suits for me to be like, yeah, I can feel his vibe, and I think I can trust it enough to say
I mean,
I'm gonna be
I mean,
loyal.
the thing about
So I say
the thing
open.
about loyalty should never mean tolerating disrespect or betrayal or one-sided relationships or friendships. Period.
Yeah, but when you're
I mean,
saying,
you're not
from
gonna.
what I guess what I thought I heard her saying was, hey, when you meet somebody, you get a feel for them, and right off, enough to say, when you meet them, that yes, you're not going to talk to nobody else. You're only going to focus on on this individual. And I'm saying that I don't date for that reason, because I want to be
Right.
friends, and I'm friends with all my friends, and so I like them all, right? You know what I mean, like female
Right.
and male. And then when courtship comes, then that is something different. But I've already seen this person through all these seasons, so it ain't been like, oh, I don't look at other men. If somebody asked me on a date and I was for whatever reason, stepping outside of my comfort zone and saying, yes, I would take the date, I'm not looking at the other guy because I'm considering the person that I'm with and I'm being polite and I'm into them because this is their chance to get to know me, not because the other guy might not be my guy or might not be right for me. I'm just being polite. You understand? And so
Right.
that's why I'm not going to commit to something that I don't know what it is. So it's never going to be like, oh, well, yeah, when he's saying I only want to be with you, I think that I don't believe you because you don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? So if I don't believe it, that you can say it to me, then you better know that I'm not able to say that to you. So, and until to commit to saying, oh, just me and you, right? No, it's not going to, that's courtship. That's not dating. And that's not something I can say that I know about somebody in a couple of conversations.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is everybody has loyalty to themselves. So if I have a conversation with someone and I meet someone and we're talking, I know I'm not gonna entertain anybody else. I'm gonna stick, my loyalty is I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket. However, their loyalty moves, that's them. That's different. I can't control their loyalty, but I can mine.
Yeah,
And if
Some
that's
they
people
but
lose
you're
the wrong.
saying yes, you are loyal to you. You display the qualities of a loyal person, and therefore they benefit from that. But your loyalty is not to them; it is to the continent of who you are. Is that what I'm not hearing?
yes. I
Well,
because I know how I can be loyal to someone. I know what I can offer
Are
them, right?
capable of? Yeah, that's what
Right.
I said. Yeah.
Right. So
Mhm.
if I meet someone and we click and we have a good conversation and we hang out and there's no red flags, there's no nothing, I'm not going to turn around and entertain 3 and 4 different people. I'm going to be loyal to that person whether we're committed or not. I'm going to show you my loyalty and it's up to you to match that at that point. And if you don't, then I move on. I let it go. Not saying that I invest myself completely,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
but
So
I
what you
have to
guys are
remain loyal
saying,
to me.
yeah. So what you guys are saying are the same thing, but I would go with your commitment is a little bit off time wise. What Rach is saying is that she can have a conversation now with a guy, right? She's like, yeah, I could see that. What Sandy is saying is that she doesn't do that at all. She makes him a friend first, continues to be friends, sees him throughout seasons for an X amount of time, and then goes into the courtship phase of
Right.
what Rach you were talking about would be being loyal, the courtship aspect of it, if that makes
No, I'm not,
sense.
and I'm not even saying that. I'm not even, it's not even about the courtship part to me.
Oh.
I am just a loyal person to family, friends, whoever I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me because that's what I expect in return. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
if I'm talking to you and we're talking about things and we're dating, right? I'm going to give you loyalty. I'm not going to entertain. I'm not going to go
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to do none of that. I
Yeah.
expect the same from you, not saying, oh, we're not committed, we're not in a relationship, but you have to be loyal to me. No, but to an extent, I expect for you to be honest. If you are talking to somebody else, be honest. If you're
Thank
gonna
you.
fuck somebody else, be
Thank
honest
you.
with me. That's the loyalty aspect that I'm talking about. Not saying, oh, I can meet somebody at a bar, we talk and have a good conversation, and boom, that's my man, even though he don't claim me, but I'm loyal to him. That's not what I'm talking about.
I
I'm
Well,
agree
no,
with
talking
I
about
didn't
within
take.
myself.
Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
I didn't take it that way. I think that maybe what Da Vinci was saying about timeline definitely is a factor, right? Because at the what you described to me is courtship, right? That this
Right.
is my person and he is my person, and we are working towards marriage. Because I'm single, so I'm married out here. So and we're talking, and that's what
Rach
the
ain't trying to get
phase.
married again.
I ain't
um,
never been married.
and that's the phase we're in. Then yes, definitely. I think so. So because I don't believe in premarital intimacy, I can say sex here. Hey, we ain't on TikTok, right? Um, because I don't believe in premarital sex, then that element, this loyalty thing. What am I being loyal to? The same thing that I'm gonna do for this person, I would do for my best friend. I would be, you know what I mean, the same level of loyalty that I would give to him. There's nothing that I would be doing for him that I would not be doing or any person connected to my life until marriage, even throughout the courtship phase, this is, can we live together? Do we have the same goals? Do we have the same plan? Can we commit to working, putting our hand on this gospel plow together? That is what courtship is, right? I don't do the dating part. Like the thing that we do on in dating, I do with my homegirl. That's the same thing because we're not going back to my house at night. So that element is removed. So the same amount of loyalty that I give to the waiter, the same kindness, the same self-control, the same thing I give, he ain't getting nothing more than that. You know, if he needs me, right? Like my homegirl might need me. I'm in a bind. I need a babysitter. I need a couple of dollars. My car's towed. You know, anything that from the respect or the level of responsibility they've shown me, I make that decision from there. Not because I like him, not because he gonna be my boo, not because I want to have a future with him. None of that comes into play because until marriage, really actually marriage, but in the courtship phase, I am seeing how responsible he is, how accountable he is. I'm saying to myself, oh, he's not good at finances, but I am. Maybe I can add to him. He broken in that place, but I'm very healed there, and he can trust me there. Oh, can I see that he can trust me? Can I trust him? Oh yeah, we can work together. That's when we get in, and these are things that I learned throughout our friendship. And now I'm offering them to him. I'm saying God has spoken to me and said to me that I am the best tool in your arsenal, baby. Let me be a weapon for you. That's what I'm saying. And I'm hoping he's looking at me and saying, the house that I'm trying to build, you are the insulation, you the roof, you the foundation. Well, not the foundation. That's Jesus. Let's back up a little bit. Got a little ahead of myself. But you know what I'm trying to say. So I want to match him, right? And I don't know that I can be loyal to that without knowing all those things. I cannot give him my loyalty. But am I a loyal person? Yes. I'm loyal to my values. I'm loyal to the statutes that I walk in. I'm loyal to Christ. And so because I'm loyal to that, you get the benefit. But no, not just to no human being.
And you're doing all this with no sex?
Yeah. I'll tell you about it sometime secret, privately. And
Girl,
maybe
We need to have that conversation because I am.
well, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
Look, and look, and let me tell you, and when I
I'm
was in
not.
the world, and when I was in the world, you couldn't keep me from it. And I'm real good at it. And I really like it. And I know some things. I could hold a class. But yeah,
Okay, but
that
let me ask you
that
a question though.
faithfulness that I'm asking for, I'm demonstrating right now.
Okay, but let me ask you a question though. Speaking on that, everything that you just mentioned about him, right? Being a provider, doing this, doing that, everything that you just gave an example of. What if it was 100%, but then it came down to the sex and the sex was a 0?
Woof,
Okay, so let me say,
Is your loyalty
girl.
still going to be at 100% with him?
oh, let me tell you, and if my husband's out there, listen closely, darling. Don't do no worrying, honey. Because when I really love you and you really love me, it ain't no mistake. It ain't no there's no shortcomings that you can have. We always gonna be able to find joy in one another. I'm always gonna be able to please him. And if he really love me, he gonna find a way to please me. That body belong to me, and I'ma sure learn how to work it. And like a 16-year-old that got a car off the lot and didn't know what to do with it. He happy to have it. And so whatever it is that God blessed me with, I am sure, I am confident. I'm confident that God knows me and he knows what it's gonna take. That's really what that scripture means, that he won't put more on you than you can bear. He'll never tempt me with something that'll turn me from him. So I know he ain't gonna I ain't gonna do no worrying. So he could be a short man, right? He could be 2 minutes, then we're gonna do it 2 minutes at a time. You understand? So if he mind, if he rooted in Christ, it ain't nothing. It ain't nowhere. It ain't no obstacle. None. So no, I ain't worried about it. And I'm saving it all up. I be in burst by the time I get married. He'll be it ain't gonna matter what he bringing. I'm gonna be happy with it because I ain't had none. But when you desensitizing that thing and letting it get beat up from to and fro, and I hope that God don't bless you with something that you can't live with. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be a force to reckon
I
with when
sensitive.
they come, because you said you ain't had none. You're gonna be a force to reckon with when the day come.
Man,
Girl.
look, I am collecting my little outfits, my costumes and stuff. I am.
Lord,
I
you
think, but I think with any relationship though, sex is a factor.
it is. It
I'm
is.
just telling you, I done had the best of it and I done had the worst of it. I done had the worst. I done had bad relations with somebody that I really loved, cared for, and admired. And I done had somebody bang this box out that I could not respect and couldn't keep up with. You
Let me,
understand? Couldn't find.
let me put this
So
down.
look,
Let me
that
tell
it
you
ain't that important.
something.
You know what I mean? It's not really,
Mm-mm.
not when I know what I can do, not what I know what I could, because you gotta, a wife is supposed to submit to her husband, but a husband's supposed to submit to his wife as well. And what I'm telling you is all I'm gonna say is let me try it. Let me work this body that God gave me. You understand?
Right.
His
But at
body.
the same time, though, you're only gonna want to work it so much before you're like, damn it, I need you to step up. I need you to do something.
This
Something.
I need you to put in the work this time. I'm tired.
Well,
So
I'm trying to think about. I'm running the gambit of things that could be shortcomings, right? So if he's physically not up to par, there's nothing he can do about that. And if this thing's so good and so right for him that he can't last but 2.34 seconds, then we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it 2 minutes and 30 seconds at a time because I will find the joy in that. That I'm that hot little thing that get him right. You understand? Like that's the thing. For my husband, and that's why it's not for anybody, and that's why I gotta know him, and that's why we gotta be friends, because I gotta love him on a level that's deeper than that physical. You understand? And then he gotta love me on a level that's deeper than that, so that he can suck upon my toes or try to sing a song on my inner thigh to do whatever he needs to do in order to get me right. You see what I'm trying to say? Because he's short in these areas. But if he love me, he'll do it. And if I love him, I'ma do it.
I guess
I'm not worried.
you a different breed because I'm a little different too, Sandy. My thing is the premarital sex thing. Let me tell you something about endless. I got to know what I'm getting before I'm getting into marriage. That's just my thing. Like sex is not everything, but I mean, if I can't be satisfied in that area, I'm sorry. I get turned off, completely off. Right?
What
If
makes that feel
I'm with
sexual? Are you not having conversations? Do you feel like you gotta physically feel it in order to know? You can't talk about what it is that you enjoy and what they enjoy and compare that and do that in holiness and rightness because we're thinking about a relationship as husband and wife. So there's no way to defile the marriage bed. And if I'm saying, honey, I really do enjoy a meatier, thicker, piece of, do you have that? And he's like, no, but I'm willing to do X, Y, Z. But if he's saying I got barriers in bed and can't do this and I don't do that, then I know I'm unequally yoked because he's gonna drag a baby down with all that. And I can have all that conversation before I ever let him break in my body like a thief in the night. Because this temple belongs to my father. And until he presents it to you, you won't touch this.
No,
yeah,
I
but I
don't.
think if you meet someone and they check all your boxes and they're everything that you want them to be, and there's just one thing that your
Perform.
performance is not where it should be, whether it's for him or for you, right? That's where the cheating comes in. That's where entertaining other people comes in because you're missing something. There's a void there.
Yep.
Well, so here's the thing. The question was, if he can't keep up with me, it wasn't whether I can't keep up with him. So one, I ain't worried. He can keep up. Boo boo. He got it. It's a big old. He gonna be happy. But when I'm talking about me and my continence and what it is that turns me on and what I really like about intimacy, I get that out of a little thing in my drawer. You understand that completion. What I want from this person is something deeper than just this physical thing, and he's got to be able to bring me to that place before he ever touched me anyway. So by the time he does touch me, it's electric. It is divine. I am telling you that it is when you love I don't know if you ever been in love the way me and Lenny Williams been in love, baby. But when I tell you, you understand? When you really
I
love him,
understand.
when you really love him, and when he really love you, there are no barriers, there are no boundaries, and you're willing to try and do everything. And that's where the joy lies. That's where the fun is. You
Right.
understand?
That's the intimacy.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
look
and
Yes.
that's
at
the part I want.
Yes.
I
it's
want
just
that
people look
part.
at them differently. It's everybody on the panel just look at stuff a little differently. I look at it totally different from you. Like, I believe in all that extra stuff, but my thing is like I'm a loyal person by heart too. Same thing Rachel said, that I'm a loyal person by heart, but it's like when it comes to the sex part of it, I have to keep it 100. I have to keep it real with y'all. If he cannot satisfy me in that way physically, it turns me the fuck off. Like, I can't do it. And you know, it's toys, it's roses, it's all kind of shit you can use, but I want the real motherfucking thing. And the 2.5 seconds, I'd be damned if we doing a 2.5 second. I can't do that. That's just me. I got to keep it real with myself because I know I get.
And that's the thing. Like, first and foremost, I am speaking for Sandy and who Sandy made and who Sandy is.
yeah.
Right? Like the
I don't
ingredients
know
that
if I
God
don't
put
think anybody
in.
here has the control that you got.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not that. This is the crazy part. My sex is the one thing that I've given away, and they ran away with it, and I still have to live with it every day. You understand?
That's
So
fair.
I'm not willing to. I've given it away. I did that, and it still
I
did
gave it
not
away
make.
too.
And I'm still alone, you know, physically. I do not have a husband. I'm not alone. I'm never alone. So I'm not lonely. You know what I mean? But I still am a single individual, right? Through all of those, trying to make sure so I used to be a Scorpio. You understand? I hope you understand what that means. So when it comes to sexual intimacy, not only do I love it, but I now have come to appreciate this gift in a different way. And I've allowed somebody to, I've been driven by, sexually, right? I've said that before, that, yo, if he can't beat it up and he can't do the things, and if he don't, you know what I mean? I want the real thing. I don't want, you understand? Like, I feel I've been there, and then I received that. And when I say that the deficit of the other things that was missing outweighed that type, because he's not here. I am not with him. It did not work. So I'm saying, God said, obey me, and I'm going to give you all the desires of your heart. And I want some good peen, so I'm going to obey him. And I trust him to deliver that thing. You understand? Because he know, like he know Endless need that. So he going to give her what he needs so she can be faithful. Right. And he going to give me what I need so I can remain faithful. But do I trust him? And for me to have to try before I buy it says, hell no, I don't trust him. I got to see. So I'm just trying not to do that part. How about that? You know, I'm scared. How about that?
All right, y'all. Well, we got just a few more moments, Sunny. Thank you for that, Sandy, and thank you for everyone for your comments tonight. I know we need more time, but y'all, we ain't got a lot of more time. We got a few more moments. So basically, y'all, tonight's conversation wasn't just about relationships, right? It wasn't just about friendships. It wasn't just about you. Know who you are, standing on your values, protecting your peace, and refusing to compromise your integrity, right? Be authentic in a world full of fake ass people, okay? That part. Staying true to yourself, protecting your peace, standing on your values, and understanding that not everybody deserves access to your energy, okay? Well, let me get you back up here, baby. There you go. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for that discussion tonight. Y'all, please don't forget to subscribe to Keeping It Real with Endless right here, y'all, aka EndlessBoo Talks, okay? We are on every Wednesday at 8 p.m., not 8:15, but 8 p.m. So y'all make sure y'all bring your behinds here, okay? Because we always got something to talk about. We always going to keep it real, okay? Y'all can find me on TikTok as well at EndlessBoo, aka Miss No Time. I will be on at 10:30 right after this live at 10:30. Y'all make sure y'all hop y'all behinds over there and come check me out, okay? And also to the panelists, thank you so much for everything that you do. Y'all can also find each panelist up here by their name that's on the screen. Look them up on TikTok, y'all. Support their asses as well, okay? Look and see what they're doing because they're all doing something as well. So make sure y'all hop on over to TikTok and find them and support them and see what they're doing because we're all doing great things, y'all. Also, if anybody wants to do any inquiries, any collabs, business inquiries, sponsorships, anything of that nature, you guys, if you have any concerns or suggestions about the show, or if you just want to join this fabulous team, y'all make sure y'all email y'all girl at endlessboo@yahoo.com, okay? All right. Once again, thank you to all the panelists tonight. I couldn't do this shit without y'all. Thank y'all so much. I do appreciate y'all. And just remember, y'all, make sure you're bringing love back one day at a time, okay? Make sure you check on someone today. Tell someone that you love them and always, always be the best version of yourself. Damn right? We're going to always be the best version of ourselves, y'all. All right. Next Wednesday, same time, same motherfucking place. I want to make sure I sit here. All of y'all are here. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, type shit.
Bye.
Bye.
Mama told me some people show up like a storm, pretty for a minute, gone by the morning. But she never told me about endless boo, 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 boo. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time. Endless boo, 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 boo. Whole vibe slide. Endless boo, 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 boo. Don't waste mine. She walking smooth. Whole room lean sideways. Brown skin glow, hit hard in the light haze. No Tik Tok dance, that's motion she create. Everybody froze up soon as she rotate. There's no time, she don't wait round. If it ain't real, she'll shut it down. Pressure too clean, too fine to chase. Pretty face card with that move in the waist. And this there's no time. No time. Endless boo 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 boo. Whole vibe slide. Endless boo 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 boo. Don't waste mine. Ain't regular pretty. Nah, she different. Walk like that night got permission. Talk soft, but the energy loud. Head turn quick when she move through crowds. Endless boo 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 boo. There's no time. There's no time. Whole room locked in. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, the vibe too dangerous. Endless boo. There's no time. Endless boo. There's no time.